How about this? As the NCAA stumbles over themselves again, a federal judge has blocked the NCAA from enforcing NIL rules. It's continuation of the Wild Wild West that has been players' ability to utilize their name, image, and likeness to get money. Honestly, a lot of times it ends up being less of the sponsorship deals that we anticipated, but more of kind of pay-for-play type circumstances and inducements to get different players to play in certain areas. We know that this is like really a really tough landscape, and there's not any real guarantees, right, for players when they accept these deals that they're actually going to get paid, and we don't know, you know, the ways in which the money is, you know, handled and all these types of things. There's lack of regulation in these things. The NCAA has tried to like enforce rules and trying to, you know, see if they can at least tamp some of these things down. But because of the way that it was implemented, it was not thought out well. They did not add a lot of stipulations, guide rails, all those types of things. And earlier today, a federal judge put a temporary block on the NCAA from enforcing the few prohibitions that they did try and put in against recruits signing monetary deals with boosters. And so we remain in the wild, wild west of the college football space, or college sports space in full.
I think they made songs about this. It's too far gone. It's over, man.
I'm not sure what song that is.
Too Far Gone?
Yeah.
There's a million songs called that.
Oh, okay. So you weren't trying to get to one song in particular there?
I'm pretty sure there is more than one song called Too Far Gone. So I didn't even want to reference one and not reference the other.
So you didn't have a song in mind then? You just decided to sing a couple of words?
You don't think it's a song? Too Far.
It doesn't sound like you think it's a song.
I know it's a song. Sorrow, Ashley Ryan, Metallica. There you go. That was the one I was thinking. It was the Metallica one. So
why are you like this? That's what I'd like to know.
I wanted to let the Tolos get to it first. I knew it was a Metallica one with a question mark at the end, and I just want to see what they were doing. But either way, NIL is something that it's hard to regulate, and they try to put a couple guide rails last second, thinking they could do it. No, these guys are going to get their bread, and they're going to get their money because they're the ones bringing the bread in. And did you think that the 600 was enough for the NCAA to, or not NCAA, EA to be playing the players? So
that is an interesting portion of this, as you know, obviously EA Sports College Football, it should be coming out this spring, I believe.
Yep.
And
spring/summer, you know.
Yeah, right in that range. That's fair. But what we found out is that EA is budgeting, I believe, $6 million and some change. Yep. To try and secure the NIL rights for the various players. I think somewhere around 11,000 players that will be featured in the game.
I got the exact number.
And so that I think you'll find that I'm pretty close on this one. $600 is what they are offering to each player. And now the players do not have to sign the contract that allows themselves or that allows EA to utilize their name, image, and likeness. But what would happen is we go back to the old ways where that fullback is fullback number 40, FB number 41, or that wide receiver is WR number 11, and it does not have that full range of things in there. And also I think there would be, you know, kind of limitations around people kind of trying to backdoor that name into there and those types of things. But I mean, 600, just y'all got more available to you. But the problem is I think it's less about what the players actually deserve and ultimately what players will probably take. But yeah, no, that it seems ridiculous that you're utilizing folks' likeness in this, and the entirety of the compensation is $600 and the opportunity to have access to the game. That does not seem like it is a sufficient amount there.
I have a couple rebuttals for that. The first one is, yes, on the face, 600 doesn't seem like a lot
in this economy.
It's not a lot, but the guys that are really going to be the ones that would want more than that are really pushing it, they already have NIL deals that are bringing in millions and millions, so they weren't going to be able to match it anyways.
This is my problem with the NIL perspective in general.
Someone said it should be 6,000, which I understand on the face.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you look at the numbers, 73 travel players, 134 schools, 6,000 apiece, so that number that was being referenced would be 58 million. Seems like a lot.
EA Sports Support, they got it.
Maybe they're trying to get a nice game out there. It's hard to keep this developers and stuff in studio now. Someone's got to pay the light bill.
Oh wow, paying labor is something that you have to do.
You'd be surprised, and
right. So this is the thing: is ultimately now you are saying the labor that you don't have to worry about nearly as much as the players that ultimately make the game, right? The players whose likenesses we're all in this for in the beginning. That's the point ultimately.
My original thinking was maybe they would give some of the better, more known players more money, and some of the other ones not. But I think they just found a good even ground because there's some kid that's on a 1-11 team that barely got any playing time. That's the third string long snapper, and he's going to get the same as Caleb. Just evened it out rather than Caleb Williams. We know a lot of people are buying the game for you. Let's give you 25 grand and give this kid $50. They said 600 all around. I think the guys that would be making
but they do that because but this is the thing, you're letting them off the hook for their own laziness. They do this as a flat fee so that they don't have to go negotiate those individually.
But
that's on them. That's not why would I blame the players for that? That's on them if they don't want to do that negotiation.
I just think it's understandable that the money is what, 600? I was about to say 60. It's 600. Like the guys that would want more and deserve more are already getting it in other avenues.
You sure? And then
I would assume,
again, this is the thing. This is my problem with the way that people view NIL in general. It's like, well, someone's paying them, so I don't have to. No, if you are using services, you need to pay them. And this is my problem with the NCAA and all these schools rather in general. If you are the ones that are getting value off of their work, they're buying the jerseys that ultimately come through your school, the TV deals, all those things. You need to pay them. Yes, some local car dealership might be utilizing their name to sell some cars, but you are utilizing their name to do all this stuff, and you are not paying them. And this is why ultimately the whole damn thing is wrong. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
I don't know how much EA Sports makes because they're the ones actually paying. It's not the NCAA. So
sure, but I mean, I think my point being is like this all kind of filters in the same way. It's the same theory.
Of course, EA Sports. Oh shoot, I don't know if I want to read this number. It doesn't really help my argument.
Yep. No, go ahead. You got time.
This quarter, they did $1.7 billion. From October 1st to December 31st.
They set aside $6 million.
That's
period.
1.7 billion is a lot in one quarter.
From the 469, Reggie, you're looking at it like every player is a big name guy. Think of the nobody accounts that are going to get $600. All right, cool. But this is the thing. Ultimately, again, if you felt like you could make this without any of those nobodies, you wouldn't be in this place. So again, you need them. Pay them like you need them.
I think the copy of the game is lit. And your choice of platform.
What, the $60 value?
$70 now.
Well, now that it's $670 worth of value, how could anybody say no?